Don't let rainy days get you down. Instead, let's make some color wheel umbrellas to brighten your day. Here's what you're going to need. You're going to need a piece of paper, some coloring utensils, a marker, and a pencil, whatever you have. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to fold your paper in half. Doesn't have to be perfect. This way, it just divides it. So you know at the top is where your umbrella is going to be, and the bottom is where your body and your feet are going to be. So the first step is you're going to make a big letter X right on the top. Then you're going to make a horizontal line right in between them, so they all meet in the center. Now, the tops, you're going to make a slight smile line to connect them. So each one. So smile and connect the two lines. A smile, this one's upside down, so it's more of a frown. But each point, you're going to connect with that smile line so that it looks now like an umbrella that's folded open, and all of the points meet in the center. Then what you're going to do is create your body. So you're going to make two vertical lines and then connect the bottom of them, so that's the bottom of your jacket. It's like we're looking at you from the back. So now we're going to make legs. So we need 1, 2, 3 vertical lines. So 1 in the center and 2 on the sides, leaving room at the bottom for your feet. So you're going to make a slight curved line, and then that foot is behind the other, so you don't see the whole thing. And then what I did is made 2 horizontal lines so it looks like we're wearing tall rain boots. And we want to wear rain boots because we're going to splash in this puddle. So you can make some organic shapes, a wavy line here and there. And you can even add extras so it looks like a ripple effect, like you really jumped in that water. And we want to make a ground line so that it looks like that water is sitting on the ground. So once I've made all of those details, now what I'm going to do is add embellishments inside of my rain jacket as well as my umbrella. So you can think about maybe the jacket that you have or a jacket that you want to create of your own. And mine, I think I'm going to make some pockets. And it has a little bit of stitching here in the center, and as well as a little tail stitch that it has coming down the back here, so I can add that. And I can think about different kinds of lines, shape, and design I want to put in each section of my umbrella. So each section of your umbrella is going to be a different color for your color wheel. So I have some zigzags, some over the hill lines, some diagonals. I could even make a pattern, like maybe I want to make some zigzags here with some circles, zigzags, circles, some polka dots, and on the last one I think I'll make some triangles. So you can make whatever kind of designs and patterns you want in yours. You could even make images, maybe really like cats or dogs or birds. You can add those. And then the last step before we start coloring is you want to outline all your pencil line with a black marker, or it could be a black colored pencil or crayon, just so those lines look more defined and you can really see your details. Now that I have everything outlined, what I can do is I can go back and I can add more details before I start coloring. I added some polka dots on my rain boots. I think I'm going to add some raindrops here in the background. I had a lot of empty space, so in order to fill it in, I think I'm just going to add some drops. You could add rainbows, you could add storm clouds, maybe there's a bird flying in the sky, maybe some trees. You can add whatever you like. But once you have that finished, then you're going to start to add color. So let's talk about that. When you look at the color wheel, we have our Roy G. Biv that we see. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. And we're going to want to add that to our umbrella, and we want to go in order. One tip I have is you can write in pencil right above the color you want to start with. That way you'll keep your colors in order. So right here, my first color is red. So I'm going to write red right above that section. then orange, then yellow, then green. Next comes blue. And last is indigo and violet, or purple. So following the color wheel with the color spectrum, having my primary and secondary colors in order, I'm following Roy G. Biv. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. So if I start with my first color, red, I can use crayons, colored pencil, marker, watercolor, whatever I have to add my color, and I'm going to start coloring carefully, adding that first color. I'm adding a darker red to all my details, and then I'm going to go over and fill it in with a lighter red, just so it has some variation. You can fill yours in however you like. You could use multiple materials. Maybe you want to add some of your decoration with marker and then color the rest with colored pencil, or start with crayon and then watercolor. However you choose to add that color is up to you. But you want to make sure each section has its own color, just like the color wheel. So here you see I'm adding my orange right next to the red. And then once I fill in that space, I can take my pencil and erase the name of the color that I added next to it, because I don't need that anymore. So you can see here, I colored all of my spaces in my color wheel umbrella, my primaries and my secondaries. They're all filled in. I even added some color in my jacket. I added some stripes to my pants, and I filled in my rain boots. So now I have to fill in my background. So I'm going to color in my rain puddle here with my ripples that I created that illusion. I'm also going to color in my ground. So maybe I'm standing on a sidewalk, so I'll make that gray. Yours could be grass or dirt, whatever you like. And then you want to definitely make sure you fill in your sky. So maybe it's really stormy, so you can make your sky darker. You can add grays and blacks. Maybe it just stopped raining and there's a rainbow in the background, and the sky kind of has those reds and oranges. You can add those. I'm going to take my blue crayon. I'm going to use those long lines. I'm going to move my hand, my wrist, and my arm to make those long lines with my crayon, because I'm filling in a large space. I'm not pushing really hard, because that would take a really long time and make my crayon really dark, and I don't want that. So I'm filling in everything, making sure my sky meets up with my ground. My sky and my ground are best friends. I always want to meet those two together whenever I'm making a picture that has a landscape or a background. The sky and the ground always meet up. And once I have everything colored, I can go back. I could fill in more if I think I want to. But I think this looks great. I can't wait to see yours.